you hear me, man? Family, y'all put a 7 in the room. You can hear me.
I can hear you now, T.
Okay, all right, we back live. Let me go and finish playing this song, then we're gonna get into
it. Yeah, ask them could they hear the music. Could y'all hear the music?
I know they can hear it now because I can hear them on my wife's phone. We're gonna finish this song, then we're gonna get in.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
In my sight, little baby, watch me walk it out. Anything to say if you're hollow, we can toss it out. All these heathen ass traditions, boy, we call it out. They get their feelings cause these scriptures all we talk about. Israel, we under a curse, and it's gonna only get worse. Then it's gonna switch on reverse. Strictly, the first gonna be last, and the last gonna be first. The people we broke the law, so it's war on the chosen, and children is still in the hearse. For us to find our way back to repentance in Christ, so we watch and we pray and rehearse. Judas sin, wrote with iron pen and a diamond tip. Got us making bricks, then the cargo ships fill the cracking whips. Running out of time, better get a grip. You think you on the grind, boy, you wasting time trying to floss and shine, chasing bags. See when the sun don't shine, and it's summer time, and the money gone, it's your ass. What we on borrowed time is you out your mind, go be weeping teeth, they gon' gnash. It ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide, must do it all, gotta last. When he come, gon' be a killing. Best believe we with the realest. With the frown, we have no dealers, and for sure to know that we don't do no feelings. We don't do no feelings. You can't keep your feelings, cause we roll with the realists. And we keep it straight by the book. We keep it straight by the book. We keep it straight by the book. Every lesson that we learn, we keep it straight by the book. We keep it straight by the book. We keep it straight by the book. Every page that we turn, we keep it straight by the book. Don't let your emotions be your self-destruction. You know all that fuss and causes repercussion. Swing them Bible verses, watch you get to ducking. If we ain't talking kingdom talk, what's the discussion, man?
Put your feelings to the side, boy. Be your pride, boy. It's so down. Yeah.
It's a real production, boy.
All praise, honor, and magnificent glory is unto our power, the power of Abraham, and the power of our daddy Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Happy feast, family. The 8th day, the great day.
Yes, sir.
When our husband, our king, and our priest will solidify, verify the marriage to those who will be a chaste virgin.
Yes, sir.
No whores, no harlots will be in the Father's kingdom.
Yes, sir.
Only pure, chaste, agreeable virgins will partake in the marriage supper of the Lamb. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom, family. Say peace and blessings to everyone tonight. I got my beloved brethren on the line, always reporting for duty. If you don't hurry up and say something, he gonna take all the reading assignments. My
Shabbat
beloved
shalom.
brethren,
Shabbat
brother
shalom.
Isaiah. Say something to the people, bro.
Shabbat shalom, family. One love to the house of Israel who are scattered to the four corners. May the Most High bless and keep you and your families, man. In Yeshua's name we pray.
Hallelujah. So, family, we here at the end of one thing and the beginning of another thing. We're going to prove our point tonight through the reading of the scriptures like we always do. But when we get into the lessons, family, I want y'all to see, hear, and understand the duality of this lesson. because the duality of this lesson is going to show you how to be married, not only to Christ, but to your husband or to your wife. We're going to set some guidelines in here tonight through the scriptures. I want y'all to pay close attention to what I'm saying, what this brother's going to be reading. We're going to break the scriptures down like we always do, but pay attention to the duality of these scriptures. Pay close attention, because if you want to be in the kingdom, and I ain't talking about Yeshua, I'm talking about the Father's kingdom.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna give it away. I almost said so. We're gonna get into the script, bro. We're gonna get into the script, family. I usually have about 24 scripts. I got 27 tonight, and like I told my blue, I had to cut about 30 of them out. This actually should have been a series, but the Most High led me in this direction, so that's the way I'm going. Y'all know how to ruach. When we get the flow, we get to going. So I'm gonna try to be obedient and do what the Most High say. So we're gonna look at this new thing, the Father's kingdom. Let me get my PowerPoint pulled up, bro. You know I ain't too many times I'm coming before the people. I ain't gonna put a picture in your face. That way they can't they ain't got no outs. No outs will be given. Let me pull it up in the room. So a new thing, the Father's kingdom, the beginning age of the immortals. So let's get into. We're gonna take care of this 8th day and marriage supper around the gate, because then we're gonna go back and see how he chose his bride and what happened to some of the brides that he chose. So let's get right into it. Matthew 26 and 29, bro. Matthew 26 and verse 29. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so Matthew 26, 29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
So Yeshua is making it plain here at the Passover, right? And it's significant why he's making this statement at the Passover. And I don't want to get into too much of that because I want to stay on course. But he's making a statement at the Passover. He said, even when I come to the 7,000-year millennial kingdom, when I'm reigning and ruling on the earth, I still ain't going to partake of the Passover with y'all. I'm going to wait till my Father's kingdom come before I partake of the Passover. And there's many prophetic meanings and allegories we can get out of that. But he said, I'm going to wait till my daddy comes. Then I'm going to drink over the Passover, because then everything is going to be passed over. There will be no more need for a Passover, feast, or anything else. Because everything is going to be passed over, because we're going to read that in Leviticus 23. Turn in your Bible. Get your pens and your papers ready, because we're going to go over some stuff in here. Leviticus 23, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Leviticus 23, let me get there. And we're going to pick it up at verse 33. We're going to read 33 through 39. We're going to take our time on this one right here a little bit, bro, so we can go and nail down what we really trying to get into. All right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Leviticus 23 and 33. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so family, we have Leviticus 23 and 33. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High.
And this 7 days is representative of the 7,000 years. We know what the scripture said that Peter, that a day unto the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years unto the day.
Yes.
So he said, for 7 days, I'm going to give y'all 7 days on this earth, 7,000 years on this earth, including Yeshua kingdom. But continue to read.
Verse 35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation, and you shall do no servile work therein. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you.
So stop right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How you get 8 days out of 7-day feast?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the most mysterious scriptures in the Bible or in the Torah. He commands you to do something for 7 days, but then he comes out and says there's going to be an 8th day.
Yes, sir.
Now there's 7 days in a week.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the book of Revelations, there's 7 angels with 7 trumpets and 7 vials and 7 bowls.
Yes, sir.
But when you get to the end of Revelation, you don't hear nothing else about no 7. It don't even mention the Sabbath after a certain point in Revelation. This is something brand new. The beginning. I mean, it's the end of something and the beginning of something new.
Yes, sir.
Because when you look on the calendar, it was 7 days in a week.
Yes, right.
But continue on, bro.
The middle of 36.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
It is a solemn assembly. This is supposed to be a reverent time, reverencing what is about to take place here. You have people that have been turned to immortals. And now we're about to experience something in this 8th day that has never been experienced other than Yeshua and the holy angels. We're about to experience the Father in all his glory. The end of what you know now is going to come to an abrupt halt. And there's going to be an age that has no end of days. There will be no reckoning of weeks, months, years, or time. So you need to be in your mind understanding this is a solemn assembly. This is something that I need to be looking in real hard and taking very seriously. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. I'm sorry.
Upon whose day?
His day.
I want y'all to go through here and read through these feasts and see if you can find anywhere else in this Leviticus 23 where it says his day. Whose day? The day of no reckoning, of time, of weeks. When you get to this feast, you better have every offering that can be offered by fire, whether it be burnt meat, sacrifice, or drink offering, everything upon his day. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows.
All your what?
Vows. And besides all your free will offerings, which ye shall give unto the Most High. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
And when you didn't gather in all the precious fruit, when you didn't gather in all the wheat and separated it from the tares and the bad fruit.
Yes, sir.
When everybody is where they're going to be, the righteous going to be in the kingdom and the wicked going to be in the lake.
Yes, sir.
On this 8th day, everybody will be immortal. It all depends on what you do on this side. What part of the immortal age you going to be in. When you didn't gather in all the fruit. When everything it come to the head. When everything has come to its fruition. Then on the 8th day, there should be a continual Sabbath. I want y'all to understand what y'all read. Understand this. But Enoch finna make it even more plainer. Let's pull up that Enoch group. We're going to Enoch 33. And all we're going to do, it's in Pseudo Picker for volume 1. It's on page 156. Let me pull it up in the room for our brothers and sisters who ain't got the Pseudo Picker or that second Enoch. We're going to second Enoch 33. And we're going to read verses 1 through 4. Enoch going to make it plain. Let me blow it up a little bit. Oh, is that 210? Let me blow it up a little bit more for all my visually impaired brothers and sisters. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so we had Enoch.
Second Enoch 33.
Okay.
It's on page 156 in the pseudepigrapha.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Go ahead and feed the people.
I said Elohim shows Enoch the ether of this world, the
Right.
existence of 7,000 years, and the 8,000 is the end.
Is the what?
Is the end.
I just said that 8,000 is the end of the 7,000 years and the beginning of something else.
Yes, sir.
It said it's the end of what, bro?
Neither years, nor months, nor weeks, nor days.
So the 8,000, the 8th day, time ceases to exist.
Yes, sir.
There is no more time. It ain't gonna be no more clocks around ticking and talking. Ain't gonna be no more Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Shabbat day start. All that's over with. Ain't gonna be no 2024. You're gonna be, if you be so blessed, you're gonna be with the Father, Son. There will be no more reckoning of days. If you can wrap your mind around how awesome that is and how profound that is. But continue to read, bro.
Okay. On the 8th day, I likewise appointed so that the 8th day might be the first created of my week.
Of who week?
My week.
Then we just read in Leviticus, it's his day.
Yes, sir.
There it is again. Go ahead.
And that it should revolve in the revolution of 7,000, so that the 8,000 might be in the beginning of a time not reckoned and unending, neither years, nor months, nor weeks, nor days, nor hours, like the first day of the week. So also that the 8th day of the week might return continually.
You see that? The 8th day gonna turn and return continually. He telling you there will be no more time. How can we wrap our minds and not watching the clock or asking somebody what time it is or waiting for the sun to go up or waiting for the sun to go down? We can't wrap our minds around that.
Yeah, not being late for something.
It blows my mind when I think about, and that's why I tell people. And Bruce, we had these discussions all during the feast and whatnot. We made mention we was all congregating over the brew house.
Right.
See, when you don't show up for these feasts, he said, rehearse these righteous acts, did he not, my brother?
Oh, yes, sir.
So if you ain't rehearsing the righteous acts and you don't show up, it was crazy. The fall feasts are pointing toward the end. These feasts that we in right now.
Yeah.
And when you consistently don't show up for the 8th day, when you consistently don't rehearse that righteous act, what are you really saying to the Most High? Because we finna read about this bride that he chose. But I ain't gonna get too far in it, but go ahead and read.
Okay. And now, Enoch, whatever I have told you, and whatever you have understood, and whatever you have seen in the heavens, and whatever you have seen on the earth, and whatever I have written in the books, by my supreme wisdom, all these things I plan to accomplish. And I created them for the highest foundations to the lowest and to the end. And there is no advisor and no successor to my creation.
So, bro, I gotta stop you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
There is no successor. There is nobody other than this being who's giving Enoch these instructions. And I ain't asking nobody nothing. Ain't nobody advising me on nothing.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be creating nothing after I do my creation. Continue to read.
Check this out. I am self-eternal,
yes, sir,
and not made by hands. My thoughts is without change.
His thought is without what?
Change.
He said, I am God and I change not.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm hammering this in for a reason. Because, like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, there are certain rules and regulations, universal laws that he done set in place, and he ain't changing them for nobody.
Yes, sir.
You ain't special, you ain't one of a kind, and you ain't different. He got certain rules and regulations that you're going to abide by, or you're going to suffer the consequence. See, the problem with society today, especially when I look at the workplace and in the family home, ain't no consequences. And we're going to get into that as we get down. Hey, man, this guy don't have to ask nobody nothing about nothing.
That's right.
And he ain't taking no respect to persons. We'll continue to read, bro.
Okay. It says, my wisdom is my advisor.
Yes, sir.
And my deed is my word.
Come on now.
And my eyes look at all things. If I look at all things, then they stand still and shake with terror.
You better.
But if I should turn my face away, then all things would perish.
See, if he could ever go back on his word 1 iota,
yeah,
the whole galaxy, the whole universe would cease to exist. You know, it's kind of like, and I'm going somewhere with this, but it's kind of like when the man that's in the house don't enforce the rules or the regulations. Chaos break out.
Yes, sir.
Slickness break out. Underhandedness break out. Adultery and fornication break out. When the one who in charge that know what is right and don't enforce no rule, and he change his mind and he go back on his word, then hey man, all credibility is shot.
Yes, sir.
See, daddy, dude said it best. He said, see, daddy, real men, most daddy ain't never liked in the house until he gone. He's only appreciated after he gone.
That's right, T.
Most men go through life unappreciated because see, daddy gonna make the woman cover her tail up.
Yes, sir.
Daddy gonna make the kids mind and clean up and do their chores and enforce rules. See, he ain't liked. He's only loved and appreciated after he gone. That's
right, T.
See, when the father come to cut the tree down, it's only the son that say, "Hold up, pop." let me deal with it for a minute. Right. So the father come in, he cutting stuff down.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, the father, he can't deal with flesh and blood. And he ain't gonna deal with flesh and blood. That's why when the Father kingdom comes, everybody gonna be immortal, either in the kingdom or in the lake.
Yes, sir.
But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's go to Revelations. Let me get out of this here. Let's go to Revelations, brother.
All right.
Revelations the 21. Y'all know I had to read this. I'm gonna give it to you now, so I usually wait till the end to read this script. Well, we gonna set the scene. We just set the scene right now. Revelation 21. Read that 1 through 8, bro. Then we gonna switch gears on. Go ahead and read.
All right, family. So Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Elohim out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Hold on, she prepared as a what?
A bride.
Oh, I wonder why he used that terminology. We gonna figure it out. Go ahead and read.
Good. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of Elohim is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And Elohim himself shall be with them and be They are Elohim.
So at the end of the 7th day of tabernacle, another different type of tabernacle is coming down.
Yes, sir.
So he said, on the 7 days, he said you have a feast of tabernacle. He said, and on the 8th day, you should have a solemn assembly.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
So that's why I told y'all last week, I asked the question, do y'all know that Jerusalem is a plural name?
Mm.
You got the Jerusalem down here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Jerusalem in heaven. The new Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So when you say Jerusalem, I always ask you from going forward, which one?
Mm.
Because the one down here gonna be done away with.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody trying to get back over there. I'm trying to start to have the mindset like Daddy Abraham. This ain't the place. When he walked the land, he said, "No, this ain't what he showed me."
Right.
This the Jerusalem you need to be trying to get to.
Mm.
But to get to it, you got to be a chaste, meek, mild virgin, ready to get in line to whatever your husband tell you to do.
Yes, sir.
See, ain't gonna be no loud, contentious people or brides in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no disagreeable ass women or men in the kingdom.
Yes, sir.
When the husband tell you to do something, shut your mouth and do it.
Mm.
I'm talking about Yeshua now.
Yes, sir.
But see, some of y'all supposed to be practicing it right now, and some of y'all ain't. Huh?
Teach them out.
See, some of y'all subversive. You nod your head, yes, but your spirit is doing this.
Mm.
You playing a role like you chaste and meek and modest and shamefaced,
Mm-hmm.
but you really a backbiter, a stabber, and a usurper.
Mm.
And he said, "I see all things."
Yes, sir.
Keep that in mind. We going to the next slide, bro.
You ain't gonna finish this up?
No, you right. Finish it out. Now I want them to leave nothing out.
So we at verse 4.
I'm sorry, bro. Thank you for correcting me.
You good.
Go ahead.
So verse 4, family.
Uh-huh.
And Elohim shall wipe away all tears from their eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and there shall be no more death,
Mm-hmm.
neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
See, ain't gonna be no more anguish, ain't gonna be no more sorrow, ain't gonna be no more crying, ain't gonna be no more grief, and ain't gonna be no more pain. See, all these folk that you got these attachments to, and all these things that you got these attachments to, that you willfully and willingly give up to be in this kingdom, you gonna wipe all that out your mind.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of Israel, 2/3 of Israel, is gonna be like Lot's wife and gonna be so attached to this world and so attached to the things of this world and the people of this world, they're gonna look back where their heart is. She didn't make it to salvation, she didn't make it to safety.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I will make all things new.
Yes, sir.
And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is a thirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
You see that? You're gonna have a continual flowing fountain of life-giving power and water. He said, It is done. So he had already called it. It's done.
Yes, sir.
He said, Hey, if I turn away from what I did, everything gonna see. He said, It's done.
Yes, sir.
And so, because it's already done, you got some choices to make, brothers and sisters. As a bride, if you're gonna be at this marriage supper, as a chaste virgin, Paul said, I want to present you without spot or wrinkle, a chaste virgin to Christ. See, this is the thing a lot of people keep back. This 8th day, man, it don't get no more serious than right here.
Yes, sir.
Because when this day comes, you got eternity somewhere. Everybody that's ever been born gonna live forever.
Yes.
What they've done on this side of the dirt is gonna determine where they live forever. See, Christ's kingdom gonna have mortals and immortals when he come to reign on earth. But when the Father come down, he don't deal with flesh and blood. Point blank and period. Righteous or no righteous, he don't deal with flesh and blood. Continue to read, my brother.
Verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things.
Yes, sir.
And I will be his Elohim, and he shall be my son.
Yes, sir.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
I told you. I told you. He said the ones that overcome going to inherit all things, but the other ones,
yes, sir,
they're going in the lake. And this is, there ain't no ending to the lake.
That's right.
But we're going to keep it moving. We're going to switch gears. Let's go look and see who this bridegroom is, bro.
Copy.
The word bridegroom, Yeshua is the bridegroom. The word bridegroom is H2860 is Chatan. A relative by marriage, figuratively, a circumcised child. Now, only men can be circumcised physically.
Right.
Right? So a man has to be the bridegroom. Only a male can be the bridegroom. So when you hear women say they alpha, you better run. Because now they put on that which pertained to a man.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Only a man can be when you see these two women get married, that's an abomination. Because somebody got to have the covenant cut in their flesh to be a bridegroom. It's funny to me how he associated the word chatan or bridegroom with somebody who has been circumcised. So you can't be no woman to be a bridegroom, especially as a species of a religious espousal. So in your mind, brother, you still got to be circumcised. Bridegroom or husband. Let's go prove this with two quick scripts. Isaiah the 61. Isaiah the 61, bro. Hold on, I know you waiting on me. Let me get there.
No, you good, huh?
Isaiah the 61. Let's go. Let's read this in a different fashion, though. Let's go to Isaiah 61, read 10 and 11, verses 10 and 11, bro.
All right.
What do it say?
Verse 10. I will greatly rejoice in the Most High, for my soul shall be joyful in my Elohim. For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation.
Yes, sir.
He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness.
See, you go on and read, it said that they were the ones who overcame were clothed with white robes.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And see, these white robes is the righteousness of the saints. Ain't that what they say, bro?
Oh, yes, sir.
So if you're going to have your wedding gown on, so to speak, you hear me? You better get it right now.
Yes, sir, man.
You can't put no white wedding gown on no whore. You can't put no white wedding gown who opened her quiver to every false god. Huh?
Yes, sir, man.
You can't put no white wedding gown, no righteous garment on a person who is a god to themselves. He ain't gonna clothe you with salvation and righteousness. If you lift it up in yourself, you lift it up in your education, you lift it up in your status, you lift it up to yourself. See, this ain't for play. This for real, for real.
Yes, sir.
Continue to read, bro.
The bottom of 10. As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments.
Yes, sir.
And as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels.
See, if you're going to be a righteous bride, you got to adorn yourself with righteousness. With the Jews. What Jews? The 12 ones that was on the priest vesture.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
And he said you're gonna make you a nation of priests?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you got to have the ephod on then. Huh? You sure? It didn't say the bridegroom had the jewels on, did it?
No, it said the bride.
Oh. Continue to read.
Verse 11. For as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causes the things that are sown in it to spring forth.
Yes, sir.
So the Most High Elohim will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations.
Man, these are spiritual garments and spiritual fruit that you got to bear. And the earth gonna give bud to the righteous one.
Yes, sir.
Just like the earth gave bud, he gave the analogy of the wheat and the tare. Same thing. Either you're gonna be a wheat or you're gonna be a tare. Let's go to the next place, bro. Matthew the 9. I don't want to talk it to death. Matthew the 9. We're gonna read 3 verses of scripture, then we're gonna move on to something else. We're gonna walk it down though. Matthew the 9, and we're gonna read 14 through 17, my brother. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so we have verse 14 found in Matthew 9. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, why do we and the Pharisees fast oft, but thy disciples fast not? And Yeshua said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom which shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. And
that's why we do the atonement now.
Yes, sir.
You got people saying you ain't got to do no fast. Is Yeshua with us here right now? No. He said, while I was there, they don't need a fast. I'm right here with them.
Right.
I'm going to keep them straight. But now, he said, hey, man, when the bridegroom is gone, then they going to fast. That's why we do the yearly atonement. Continue to read, my brother.
Verse 16. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment.
And you won't have we ain't gonna get into it right, but the spiritual aspects of this is that we just read about the garments being clothed with righteousness and salvation. He can't put that on somebody who has an old mind or old way of thinking, or somebody who's gonna be in the lake of fire. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You don't put a new cloth with some old cloth. You can't be That's why he said you can't wear no mixed garments.
Right.
You can't be halfway in and halfway out. You can't do it when you feel like it. See, a wife, you understand? I'm talking about the bride. Regardless, she like what her husband say or not, he the husband, she got to do it. Huh?
Yeah.
See, all that, I got my own mind and everything. See how it work. I want y'all to see how that work with your shoe. Huh?
It ain't gonna work out well. I can tell you that.
It ain't gonna work out, brother. So all y'all brothers and sisters that refuse to do it to the full, he can't put no new cloth on no old garment. He can't do it because it's gonna tear and rip anyway. He can't put no new wine or new wine in an old bottle. He can't fill you with the ruach and you still got your own mind. You want to know why you can't do what you see everybody else doing? You want to know why you can't move like you see the ones who you see moving like they moving? You still got your own mind, and the spirit of the Most High cannot penetrate. Yeah, God gave me 5 senses, so I know what you're saying, but God gave me 5 senses. What's better, your 5 senses or the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit? See how foolish we be sounding on little cliches and little ways we be saying stuff, and it don't make a damn bit of sense when you measure it up against these scripts.
That's right,
He can't put. That's why you can't never experience the fullness thereof. That's why it don't burn in you like if you see it burning in other people. That's why you can't. When a brother coming live and direct, you can't receive it. When you see a brother or a sister living a certain way, and they and the Most High just, you always see the Most High hand on your life, but then you wondering why it ain't on yours, because you ain't made you old wine skins, you old garments,
Right.
I can't put nothing new on you. I can't give you nothing because you ain't ready for it. It's gonna burst out or it's gonna tear. So therefore, if I can't put nothing new in you, you won't be in the kingdom. You won't see the bridegroom. The only time you're gonna see him is we say, throw them in the fire. Finish it out, bro.
Verse the middle of 16. For that which is put in to fill it up, take it from the garment, and the rent is made worse.
Yes, sir.
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine in the new bottles, and both are preserved.
See, when I put my,
that,
you hear that, brother? He said, when I put new wine in the new bottle, no more shall they teach every man his neighbor, know thou the Lord. Right. He ain't got to do that no more.
That's right.
Because you're going to be a new being, and you're going to know everything that he knows. Because the scriptures say when we see him, we shall be as he is.
Yes, sir.
He said, I and the Father are one. Ain't going to be no more teaching. Ain't going to be no more asking. Ain't going to be no more supposing or suppositions. It's going to be automatic. It's going to be automatic. Let's go to the next place, bro. Matthew the 9. Did we already read that?
Yeah, we just did that, T.
Boy, I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. Let's go to, choosing a suitable bride. A nation of people. And see, so often time, brother, in this United States of America, and even around the world, men fail to choose the right bride. See, it's so much going on in Babylon. And so many attachments to the ways of Babylon that we don't choose the right type of bride most of the time. T, you can't say that. Yes, I can. What's the divorce rate in the United States?
50%. 60%.
No, it's not. 70%.
Yeah, dog.
70%. It's 50% in the world. 70% in the United States. See?
Playing.
Hey, and then look, we finna see how the Most High chose his bride. But guess what? Well, the bride that he chose didn't want him. And so oftentimes in today's society, with most women, as Israel was, most women got a man in their head that they can't get in their bed. The man that they want don't want them. You don't believe me? Israel chose every other god except the creator and possessor of all things. And look what they done to him. They done turned them out and tricked them out, then use and misuse and abuse them. The man that they got in their head, they can't get in their bed. Same way what's going on now today. I done heard and seen so many documentaries. I done listened to all types of content creators, and women had, I'm talking about some of these women had high value meaning. And walked away from, you know what? Well, why did he just didn't do it for me no more? Same way with Israel.
Yeah.
We're going to read it in the script. Choosing a suitable bride, a nation of people. We're going to read this. And then, like I said, the duality of this lesson. I know some of y'all will be in your feelings. I don't give a damn. But the duality of this lesson is your life, look at your family member's life, and you tell me if Israel ain't playing this out in the spirit and in the natural. Tell me I'm lying. Leviticus 21, bro.
Copy that.
Leviticus 21. Because see, a husband gonna set certain expectations and standards on the woman that he chooses to be his wife.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say, well, I can wear what I want because my husband, that's an insecure man that try to dictate to me what I can and can't wear. That's no, you lying. That's the that's the Jedi mind trick they try to play.
Mm-hmm.
Real men who are secure in who they are, go set standards and go tell you what you're gonna do. And if you don't do it, it's gonna be ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Most High told his bride what she was gonna do and what she wasn't gonna do, and they got out of line. And look where we at now. Somebody who's secure in his manhood, secure in who he is, he can get less than you know what. Look, this is what I expect. These are the standards, and if you don't do them, I'm gonna find somebody else. I'm gonna kick you to the curb. So it ain't got nothing to do with no insecurity. It's got to do with a man or a being that is secure. See, they try to play that Jedi mind trick on you. But it don't work over here. It don't work against these scripts. Because I'm looking at how the Most High dealt with his bride, and guess what? I'm gonna take that role and I'm gonna deal with my bride the same way he dealt with his bride.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna read it. Hey, we didn't choose him, he chose us. Leviticus, bro, 21. Look, let's check this out. Leviticus 21, 9 through 21. Don't wait on me, because I'm running my mouth too much and I ain't even flipped there. Go on, start reading.
Okay, family, we have Leviticus 21 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father, she shall be burnt with fire.
Hold up. Who is all high priest?
You sure?
Didn't we go out and play the whore? Ain't we still playing the whore?
Yes, sir.
Make a fire for you.
Yes, sir.
For who can withstand everlasting burnings? Huh?
Yes,
he said, if a priest choose a bride or a daughter, if a daughter of any priest should profane herself by playing the whore, she profaned her father. Who is the father? She shall be burnt with fire.
Yes, sir.
Just as any man should, when choosing a bride. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 10. And he that is high priest among his brethren, upon whose head the anointing oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments, shall not uncover his head, nor rend his clothes.
And when the father throw some of y'all in the lake, Yeshua is just gonna be standing there. When he burned up most 2/3 of Israel, Yeshua can't say nothing about it after that. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Y'all understand what y'all read? He said, hey, didn't he say he gonna wipe away every tear?
Yes.
So when you go in the lake, ain't nobody gonna be mourning for you. Ain't nobody gonna be sorry for you. And the only two that can do anything, they just gonna be standing there looking at you. Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 11. Neither shall he go in to any dead body, nor defile himself for his father,
for his what?
His mother.
Keep reading.
Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his Elohim, for the crown of the anointing oil of his Elohim is upon him. I am the Most High.
Ain't gonna be no more intercession.
Yes, sir.
The intercession for Yeshua gonna be over at that time. Huh? Ain't gonna be no more intercession. That's done. He ain't gonna be able to get back on the cross for you. Ain't no more going out the sanctuary of the Shamayim to come down here and die no more. Well, you can get you a second chance to accept it. That's over with. You better get it right now. You better forsake all others,
Yes,
including yourself, and you better get in line.
Mm.
Ain't gonna be no more of that. That's OV. You just read it. I ain't making it up. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall take a wife in her virginity.
And he shall take a wife in her pureness or her righteousness.
Mm.
He can't take no woman that got 3 and 4 baby daddies.
Yes.
You been rolled hard and put up wet. I can't do nothing with you.
It's right.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
See, and we're going to read it. Being a stepfather is a hard, unfair deal.
Mm-hmm.
And just like he told you, we're going to read it. Because you forgot my law, I'm going to forget your children.
Mm-mm.
Just like we're going to read it. Children begot an unlawful bears are witnesses against their parents.
Mm.
If Yeshua and the father ain't into stepchildren, if Yeshua and the father ain't into unpure women, what make you think man ought to do it?
Mm.
See, I know you ain't gonna like it, but I'm giving it to you raw and uncut. This is the standard right here.
Yes, sir.
Didn't he say we're supposed to be a nation of priests?
Yes, sir.
Oh, kind of change the rules to the game now, don't it?
Mm.
Oh, the same expectation he got. He's saying that the men of Israel supposed to have the same expectation he got.
Mm.
I and my father are one.
That's right,
Huh?
Yeah.
And the only way you can get cleaned up, you got to come up under this water. We're going to talk about the purification later on. You got to come up under this water and under the blood and stay your butt there. Don't move them up under that.
Mm.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
See, we getting real tonight. You gonna get in this, because see, everybody say they want to live forever. But don't nobody want to play by the rules. You want to make up your own rules in your own way and get in your feelings. That's why I played this song. We don't do no feelings. All that crying and sighing and got rocks in your jaw, don't work with me. Because it ain't gonna work with him. I'm following the example that's already set. Well, I made a mistake. No, you didn't. You made a conscious decision to open your quiver up to that arrow. Unprotected. Well, I was young. You made a conscious decision. Okay, I'm going to give you one. But you did it twice. You did it 3 times. You made a conscious decision to open your quiver unprotected and let them shoot off in you. Ain't no mistake. Ain't no I was young. He said a woman in her virginity, man. What do men value out of women for what wives? They value purity, loyalty, and agreeableness.
Yes, sir.
Israel was none of those. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 14.
A
widow or a divorced woman or profane.
Hold up. A widow or a divorced woman
or profane or an harlot. These shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife.
You see that? You see that? No other nation or no unclean woman can be the wife of the bridegroom. You got to choose a suitable bride. And they get in their feelings when the joker talk to them like he be trying to be truthful with them. So they clean themselves up, clean they act up. In the natural. So I know what you're doing in the spiritual. See? See the Most High, he live and direct with it. He live and direct, man. You can't be part of the bride. Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 15. Neither shall he profane his seed among his people, for I, the Most High, do sanctify him.
You see that? Go ahead.
And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, saying, Whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his Elohim.
Oh, so you can't be at the marriage supper.
Now, hey, well, we're gonna read.
You can't come to the marriage supper.
Yeah.
So if you can't be at the marriage supper, where do that leave you?
That late.
It ain't even hard to figure out.
Mm.
It ain't even hard to figure out, man.
Mm.
But he finna tell you something. Keep on reading.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach.
You see that? If you got any uncleanness in you, any deformity in you, mentally or spiritually, he's talking about.
Yes, sir.
You can't even come to the high priest and ask, hey, man, I need some help. See, he said it's an offering made by fire. You done purify that, you done purge that out. Now you can approach. He said, but if you got any blemish, that's why I told y'all coming up to these feast days, y'all doing all this fasting and praying on the toe, and you still got blemishes on you, you better watch out. You better watch out. Y'all bending and breaking on certain rules and regulations the Most High said, you better watch out. You're listening to your significant other or your children or your friends or your family, and you still, you better watch out. You got some blemishes now. You shouldn't approach him like that. You still got hate in your heart, you envious and jealous, and you still, you better watch out. Continue to read, my brother.
Okay, the middle of 18. A blind man or
a blind man who can't see or understand. Go ahead and read.
Or lame.
Or a stupid simp.
Or he that hath a flat nose.
Oh, one who has a deformity where his eyes is touching. One who has a flat nose, so flat that his eyes are touching. He can't see straight. Go ahead, brother.
Or anything superfluous.
Any
or a man that hath a broken foot.
Hold on. Superfluous, any unclean running issue. Anything that's continually giving you problems that you can't, for some reason, can't shake or can't move or can't avoid. That's a superfluous, unclean thing. You an unclean spirit on you. You ain't getting in either. You can't even approach him. You better clean yourself up.
Yes, sir.
You know how you had that stuff after you mess with the wrong one. You got that stuff oozing out of you. Huh? You done touched a dead body, or you hanging around somebody who's spiritually dead, or spiritually envious and jealous, or contentious or subversive. That's super fluid, and then you start being like them. That's a running issue. That's a running issue. He give you physical things to show you spiritual things and mental things. Go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna interrupt you anymore. Finish it out.
No, you good, man. Hey, listen, brother. I'm here working with you, brother.
Not vice versa. Praise.
Verse 19. Or a man that is broken-footed, or broken-handed, or crook-backed, or a dwarf, or that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurvy, or scabbed, or hath his stones broken.
Hey, is your wife pulling you around by your sack, brother? Huh? Is your stone? Is she got your stones in this bottle cap and still got room to rattle them around? I gotta ask the question because I see a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
Are you a crookback? Are you a snake? Huh? Are you a crookback? Are you a dwarf? Mentally and spiritually small? Huh? You can't approach him either. When you crooked, when you a crookback or a weak back, you can't approach him either, brother. When you mentally, I told y'all need to grow the hell up spiritually and mentally. When you're a mental, spiritual dwarf, you can't approach him. when your eyes is crooked, when you can't see straight spiritually, you can't approach him. This is what he's telling y'all. When your stone's been broken by that woman, and she got you bound, and she carrying them around in a purse, and she let you have them back every now and again, just to keep you quiet. You can't approach him either. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 21. No man that hath a blemish of the seed of Aaron, the priest shall come nigh to offer the offerings of the Most High made by fire. He hath a blemish. He shall not come nigh to offer the bread of his Elohim.
Let's keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Jubilees, the 2. We back in the pseudepigrapha. We inviting the 2 on page 55. Check it out. Pseudepigrapha, volume 2. Yeah. And we gonna read verse 1, then we're gonna skip all the way down to 17 and read 17 through 22, bro.
All right.
Whenever you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
What page that's on, T?
That's on page, I'm sorry. That's on page 55, bro. That's my bad.
55. Okay.
On page 55, my brother. In volume 2. We're going to read that verse 1, then we're going to skip all the way down to 17.
Okay. So, verse 1. And the angel of the presence spoke to Moses by the word of the Most High, saying, write the whole account of creation, that in 6 days the Most High Elohim completed all his work and all that he created, and he observed a Sabbath of the 7th day. And he sanctified it for all ages, and he set it as a sign for all his works.
Now, we just read that a few scriptures ago. We still talking about the end of the age. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But we're going to see who he chose as a bride to share this with. Skip all the way down to verse 17, bro. Let me get in the room for the people. Read that 17 through 22, bro. What do it say?
Verse 17. And he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath day, so that we might work 6 days and observe a Sabbath from all work on the 7th day. And he told us all of the angels of the presence and all of the angels of sanctification, these 2 great kinds, that we might keep the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth.
Wait a minute. They keep the Shabbat and the Shamayim.
Yes, sir.
And on Haaretz, the earth.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
And he said to us, behold, I shall separate for myself a people from among all nations, and they will also keep the Sabbath, and I will sanctify them for myself, and I will bless them, just as I have sanctified and shall sanctify the Sabbath day for myself. Thus shall I bless them, and they will be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from among all that I have seen.
So we know who really supposed to be keeping the Shabbat. So if Jacob, the seed of Jacob ain't keeping the Shabbat, then the seed of Jacob is bound to drizzle in the lake with the snake.
Yes, sir.
Because he chose you out of all the nations of the peoples to do the Shabbat. Because the angels was ascending and descending, and they was keeping the Shabbat. Before he chose Israel out of all the nations he created, the angels, he said, in the Shamayim and on earth, they were keeping the Shabbat. Y'all missed that, didn't you? Before he even created man, the angel was ascending and descending and still keeping the Shabbat.
Yeah.
Huh? Continue to read, bro.
And I have recorded him as my firstborn son.
Yes, sir.
And have sanctified him for myself forever and ever. And I will make known to them the Sabbath day, so that they might observe therein a Sabbath from all work.
He said, I'm going to make known to them the Shabbat that they might observe their Sabbath. I mean, they're in the Sabbath from all their work. Continue to read.
And thus he created therein a sign by which they might keep the Sabbath with us on the seventh day, to eat and drink and bless the one who created all things. Just as he blessed and sanctified for himself a people who appeared from all the nations, so that they might keep the Sabbath together with us. And he caused their desires to go up as a pleasing fragrance, which is acceptable for him always.
So that there go that sacrificing again. That spiritual fragrance, that spiritual praise, that worship, that bread offering, that sacrifice, that meat offering. We just read it on Leviticus. That these people, Israel, the seed of Jacob, might keep the Shabbat down to the 7th day, going on into the 8th day. This is who he chose to be his bride.
Yes, sir.
So when a man, sisters, when a man of substance, I ain't just talking about financial substance, when a man of integrity, when a man of spirituality, of the scriptures come to you and he choose you, you are not spurn that. You are not spurn. See, you waiting on Denzel. You waiting on Johnny Ward and Elder Ball.
Right.
See, but they ain't no man of substance.
Right.
When a man of substance, just cause he ain't look good like Brandon Jordan or Brandon B. Hey, you might want to leave him alone now.
I'm trying to tell you.
Cause see, somebody slid up on Eve that look real good.
Didn't
he look good, bro?
Oh, yes, sir. Shining.
And you see what happened to her, didn't you? You see what happened to creation, didn't you? Oh. Ezekiel the 16, bro. Did we finish that out? Yeah,
that was it, T.
All right, let's go to Ezekiel the 16, bro. Ezekiel 16. Y'all put y'all mark in Ezekiel 16, because we coming back to Ezekiel 16, but we just gonna read that 1 through 14. Gonna round this up about choosing a bride, the nation of people he chose. And again, family, I wanted this to be a series, but it was an appointed time that this came through on the 8th day that I had to just go and put this out here. I may come back and do a part 2. I don't know how the Spirit gonna lead me on this. But I did cut a lot of scriptures out of here. But we're gonna eat what we're gonna eat, and let pray that the Most High bless us with it.
Yes, sir.
16, Ezekiel 16, 1 through 14. What do it say, bro?
All right, family. So verse 1. Again, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know their abominations, and say, Thus saith the Most High Elohim unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother a Hittite.
Go ahead.
And as for thy nativity, in the day that thou wast born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swaddled at all.
Because he found us down in the land of Egypt, where we were serving hard bondage.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 5. None I pity thee.
See, stop. Read that again. Read that again.
None I pity thee.
And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. When you walk away from a man of Yah as a woman, just like he said over in that Isaiah 5, he said, what more could I have done to this vineyard?
Yes, sir.
See, when a man doing all he can, physically, financially, spiritually, morally, protecting you, and you walk away or you spurn that, he gonna make sure that nobody else wants your ass. And the ones who come by, all they gonna do is put the misuse and abuse down, and they gonna throw you back out there to the wood. Y'all have seen it in your own lives. Some of y'all have seen it in your own lives and in your own families. You just a good time now. I'm gonna use you for Israel been getting used for what they can be used for, and everybody been throwing you away. Huh?
Yes, sir.
See, you ain't playing your role as the bride, spiritually, mentally, and physically. some things gonna happen to you, and then you're gonna be bitter, upset, and angry, like so many of our brothers and sisters are, especially our sisters. You're getting the short end of the stick, ain't you? Because you listen to Ray, Nay, and Big Mama and them, and Aunt Peggy Sue. Your ass got the short end of the stick, don't you? Like I told this one girl at work, I said, you got some dog? Yeah. I said, you better get used to it, because you're going to die lonely and old. Because you got that strong black woman mentality, and ain't no real man going to put up with you. Just like the Most High said, you going to die alone. And ain't nobody going to pity you. Because you got that Babylonian Jezebel spirit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got some money. You got a nice job, but your ass gonna die old and alone. Ain't nobody gonna pity you. Go ahead and read, brother.
I'm gonna start 5 over.
Go ahead, bro.
None I pity thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field to be loathing of thy person in the day that thou wast born.
You see that? Loathe. People loathe you. Go ahead, brother.
And when I passed by, I'm sorry about that. And when I passed by thee, I saw thee polluted in thy own blood. I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. And I caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou was naked and bare.
You see that? Man, look, you was unclean, you was still in your blood, and I came and I cleaned you up. He likened it to having a fine woman. She had the big supple breasts. You had the long, beautiful hair.
Yes, sir.
And you was the it after everybody had dispersed you. I made you where everybody desired you. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 8. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was at the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, saith the Most High Elohim, and thou became mine.
And you were named after him, Israel.
Yes, sir.
He said, man, I took this woman, man, she was naked. I put the garments of righteousness on her, which was my covenant and my law. And I made you mine. It was a time of love. Man, this is my woman. This is my bride. Didn't nobody else want her, but I took and I cleaned her up, and I got her where, man, she was in full bloom.
Yes, sir.
This is what he's saying about Israel. That's why when we did what we did, he said, I'm jealous over you with godly jealousy. That's why when the scriptures say when a husband feel like his wife and went stepped out on him, he said, man, nobody gonna be able to buy this man off. He coming for blood.
Yes, sir.
Same thing with the Most High. We done creeped out on the Most High. We tipping out on the spiritually. We tipping out doing everything under the sun. And we wonder why, man, the wrath is so hard on so-called quote-unquote black man and black woman. You've been cheating on it for decades, for years, for centuries. When did nobody else want you, he wanted you.
Yes, sir.
He picked you out before there was other nations. And you turned to the other nations instead of turning to him. The one that cleaned you up and put you up on high status. Finish it out, bro. Then we're going to move on.
Verse 9. Then washed I thee with water. Yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil.
Yes, sir.
I clothed thee also with broided work, and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and and I put bracelets upon thy hands and a chain on thy neck.
Man, look here. Hey, and he decked you out.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I want you. We finna read it though, but go ahead.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And I put a jewel on thy forehead.
Oh, that's where everybody get that from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's where everybody get that from.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
And earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head.
Y'all see them sisters on there with them crowns on their head?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see them sisters on the screen? Dressed in white? You can't put no white dress, like I said, on no whore.
Mm.
She got to be pure. She got to be untouched. But today, you got women got white gowns on and got their children they had by the other men throwing the flowers out in front of them. See, we got it backwards.
Yes, sir.
You need to be putting on a black dress
Mm.
with some black rose petals thrown in front of you. They got the nerve to stand up there and act like you pure.
Mm.
You ain't fooling nobody. How you wearing a white dress and you got three of your kids in already in the wedding?
Mm.
He said they're gonna be witnesses against you, man.
Mm-mm.
That's why he didn't want us giving our children to other nations. They gonna be them children begat of unlawful babes.
Mm.
See, y'all want see how all these scriptures fit every aspect of your life. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk embroidered work.
Uh-huh.
Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom.
You see that? Now, the Most High is showing you the dowry or the price of a virgin bride. All this stuff he running down, he gave you, because guess what? There's a price or a dowry for a virgin bride.
Yes, sir.
He kept his own law by doing this. What are you talking about, T? Let's go read. In ancient Israelite culture, a dowry was typically referred to as a mohar. This was the bride price paid by the groom or his family to the family of the bride as part of the marriage process. It was a significant aspect of the marriage covenant and symbolized the value of a bride. Now, I'm finna say something. If you didn't get a dowry or a gift from the groom's family, or you got a gift from the groom's family and was cheap, that's your worth. That's what they thought about you. So if you didn't get no gift, then you do the math yourself. It was a significant aspect of the marriage covenant and symbolized the value of the bride, the groom's commitment, and the formalization of a marriage contract. The mohar was distinct from any personal gifts given to the bride herself. The amount of the dowry varied based on factors such as wealth, status of the families involved, and the region or period or time period. While the mohar is paid to the bride's family, there was often a reciprocal contribution by the bride's family called nadunya, or dowry, which was property or goods that the bride brought into the marriage for the couple. What did y'all bring to the Most High? As the bride of the Most High or the virgin of what? See, like I used to tell my daughter, if all you bring to the table is your rear end, you're gonna lose. And if all you got to the Most High is your mind and what you want to do, you're gonna lose. Even the wife or the bride had to bring something to the table other than just her sexuality. She had to be a contributor too. You can't expect the Most High to do everything for you and you ain't willing to do something for him. In some cases, if the marriage was dissolved, parts of the dowry might be returned depending on the circumstances. The Torah also included provision for protecting women's rights in the event of divorce or abandonment. That's called the ketubah. We ain't gonna get into that part of it tonight. We've gotten that into other lessons. For example, a man is obligated to pay compensation if he broke off the engagement or mistreated his wife, thus highlighting the seriousness of the marriage contract. These customs reflected the social and economic responsibilities of the marriage in ancient Israelite society, emphasizing family ties, mutual obligations, and the community's role to uphold these contracts. As you can see in the picture, you see the groom's family bringing all types of grains, wheat, cows, money, and everything to the bride's family. We just got to read in Ezekiel how the Most High gave us all these gifts when he chose us as his bride. Same thing. So you brothers that ain't out there providing for y'all wives and y'all children, y'all sorry. The book say you work with an infidel. You sitting around and everybody working but your ass. You sorry, man. You sorry. And I can't say it, stretch it hard enough. I can't say it too many times. I'm gonna put it like this here. Well, let me be quiet. I'm finna get all my square. But I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. You sorry. That's how I can't say it enough. Ain't worth two flying dead, smashed up against the window with the wing cut off of it. You sorry. Deuteronomy 22, bro. Ain't worth you know what. You sorry, man. You need 10 toes square by your rear end. That's what you need.
Both feet, huh?
I mean, you need to be, when you walk down the street, you need to be casing shoe leather. Somebody need to put their foot up your rear end so far. See, that was wrong. The men that got so sorry. We can't lead nobody. How we gonna lead a family? It's pitiful. We ain't gave these women nothing to respect. We ain't gave nothing to follow. See, the Most High, he showed us the way. We refused. But nowadays, men to put on that which pertaining to a woman, and the woman to put on that which pertaining to a man. We sorry, man. Deuteronomy 22, 13. I don't know what I messed up on there. I don't know how.
Yeah, that's a 2 they ain't supposed to be in.
Yeah, I done missed it too. Let me see what I got on here. Man, I fat fingered that one. We're going to go through the 22. I think that's what I want. Let me see. Deuteronomy 22. We're going to start at the 13, right, bro?
Yeah.
And we're going to go down. Yeah, we ain't going to go down to the 22, man. No, we're going to go to the 23. That's what I want.
23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and read.
Okay, so verse 13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasions of speech against her and bring up an evil name upon her and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her. And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him.
See, that what we need to bring back. See, some of y'all need y'all ass beat down to the ground. We need to bring back When these jokers out here misusing and running through the daughters of Zion, we need some brothers to stand up and start beating the brakes off some of these jokers. Because a lot of our sisters is going into these relationships with genuine mindsets and thought, and y'all jokers dogging them out. Putting a bad word on them, want to leave for any kind of reason. See, the Most High had a reason. We was unclean. The Most High had a reason for divorcing us.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't living like the Most High. Man, y'all, as soon as y'all get through hitting, you understand? And getting what y'all can get out, then y'all, oh man, she ain't hitting on nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? But we need to bring this back. We need to start beating the brakes off some of these jokers. And dare to call the police. We got to land down in Mississippi. We can tie you one of them trees down there. You understand? Anybody gonna find you down? You can holler all you want to. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 19. And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days.
And so now they didn't put the money on you. Now you bought and paid for now. They didn't immerse you in 100 shekels of silver. For the redemption. Silver is representative of redemption. But see, the Father gonna beat your butt. The Father gonna take you down through there. And some stuff in life. And you still want to keep that woman. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
Verse 20. But if this thing, if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house. And the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath brought folly in Israel, and played the whore in her father's house. So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
And Israel as a nation played the whore in our father's house. And he brought us to the edge of Israel and gave us the boot.
Yes, sir.
Because we played the whore in our father's house in Jerusalem. And he kicked us out of Israel. See? Same way with some of y'all sisters. Hey. When you get caught, he's supposed to give you the boot. Because he said that land is defiled now. And you ain't supposed to return to it. Huh?
Yes,
Am I lying, my brother? Ain't that what the scripture say?
That's what the script say.
Okay. So you go back to it, then you get what you get. You've been rolled hard and put up with. 22, bro. What do it say?
If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
You see that right there? He said, so the nations that y'all been out here playing with, that Israel still playing with, he gonna kill the one that you've been playing with, and all the ones that's playing with them, all the idols, all the strong black women, all the Babylonian, all the Jezebel spirits, all the stuff that y'all got these elites to, he gonna kill you and them. Because you're supposed to be part of this chaste virgin that's going to be married to the bridegroom, and anybody that ain't, he gonna kill you. Read that 23, we're gonna move on.
Verse 23.
No, you got to read 24. Then we're gonna move on. Read that 24, then we're gonna move on, bro.
24? Okay.
Yep,
then you shall bring them.
Now read 23 and 24. I know I'm confused you. Read 23 and 24, then we're gonna skip down to 29. My fault.
Okay, it's all good. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and you shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you.
Mm-hmm. Skip down to verse 29.
Okay, verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days.
And you got to give him some money, some silver of redemption, and bring this woman into your house. Just like at the end of Pentecost, there was redemption after the Passover and unleavened bread. Those 50 days of redemption. So you got to go through a purification process of redemption before you can be brought into the house as a man's wife. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Exodus to 22. Check it out. Exodus to 22. And we're going to pick it up at verse 16. And I got to stop running my mouth. Exodus 22. Exodus 22, and we're going to read verses 16 and 17. Exodus 22, 16 and 17. Boo, go ahead and read.
Verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
You see that? It's got to be a price paid when you come to a virgin. Yeshua paid the price of redemption. That's why old boy got them 50 shekels of silver. Judas did. Brought with a price.
Yes, sir.
Brother, I'm trying to show you, just as the example of your Yeshua, you got to have some money. You got to be able to take care. You got to be able to redeem this woman. That's why I said, if you coming into this thing and ain't got no consistent means of income, you a fraud. You are a fraud. You can't hide behind the scriptures. I don't care how much you read and all that. How much you can quote. You ain't doing the first things first. Sister, if you told that man you was a virgin, and you know doggone well you what, you are a fraud. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, and they got this new thing out. I'm a what they call it? They call it something. They call it something when the women say I'm a read something virgin. And I mean, since they in Christianity or in the so-called quote, they are virgin now. They've been recycled again virgin. Man, you ain't got no tokens in it. How you gonna prove it? That hymen was bust a long time ago, you know. And you should know.
Yes, sir.
You can use all the vinegar and alum all you want to. I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Keep it real, up.
You know you ain't. So you going in fraudulent. And that's why it was a reason, if you played the harlot in Israel, you either got stoned or burnt with fire. And if you trying to come to the Most High sideways, like you so pure and holy, on the feast days and the high days and Shabbat day, you going to get burnt with fire. Same thing, he just give you physical analogies as example of what's going to happen when you come spiritually wrong. I told you, listen to the duality in these scriptures. Go ahead and read, bro.
That was it for that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it on that. Let's go to the 12. Exodus to 12. We're gonna read 33 through 37. Exodus to 12. We're gonna read 33 through 37. I hope everybody gets some understanding of what we're trying to bring to you.
Yes, sir. All praise to the Most High.
All praise. Exodus to 12, 33 through 37. Because he get, look, the Most High, we read back in Ezekiel, but he finna show you when you got your diary, when you were coming up out of Egypt. Go ahead and read.
All right, so verse 33. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Most High gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required. They spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot, that were men besides children.
So if 600,000 men got jewels and gold and silver and fine clothes, as we read in Ezekiel, that's where they got it from. So when the Most High chose them as his bride, as a nation, he made sure they left there with a dowry or a virgin's price. That's what when he told you that in Ezekiel, this is where he was getting it from. He made sure when they left there as a nation that was birthed as a nation, when Israel was birthed as a nation, chosen as a bride, when they left there, they had their dowry.
Hallelujah.
600,000 men had gold, silver, and everything, cows and raiment, silk, and everything. So you imagine how much that was if 600,000 men had it. Hey. You know, those sisters, they're going to cuff a dress here and there. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Yes,
so
sir.
That's when you got your dowry, your virgin's price, or your bride price. Like he was saying over in Ezekiel. Makes sense to you, brother?
Yes, sir.
I ain't
like that till you said it, but yeah.
Yes, sir. All praise.
Yes, sir.
I hope that's resonating with everybody. The man can't come to you and ask you to be his rib or his wife, and he ain't got nothing in his pocket. Credit score 400 and bank account negative $50. But he wants you to marry. You can't go to. He can't take you to his house. He got to go. He got to go to your apartment. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Is that the example of the Most High? The Most High had a whole land waiting on his bride. You know what I'm saying? When they came up out of there, the Most High was protecting his bride all through the wilderness. The Most High was leading and guiding and showing his bride the ways of righteousness 40 years before he took them to the house.
Yes, sir.
And when they got to the house, it was not a broke down raggedy shotgun in the hood house. It was a land flowing with milk and honey. It was a land that had grapes and big enough that you had to tote them in wheelbarrow. See, when the Most High took his bride, he not only gave them some stuff, but when they got there, he had more stuff. If you can't provide, protect, and teach this woman and them children, you ain't got no business producing a seed in that woman. Huh?
Yes, sir.
I don't see the correlation what I'm trying to bring. Because the Most High, when he chose his bride, he had everything waiting on him. Huh? Let's go look at it a different way. Let's go look at the prenuptial. Because see, like I said, a secure man or secure leader gonna put some stipulations and some ramifications and some guidelines on the bride. Huh?
Yes, sir.
He ain't gonna just let his bride run wild and do and say what she want to say and do what she want to do. I'm gonna put some prenups on you. I'm gonna put some vows on you, and we're gonna come into agreement. As you see on the picture, the rings, sitting on the word, that commitment.
Yes,
and you got the gavel in the background, judgment. And you got the scales. I'm not gonna use the word equal. I'm gonna use the word equity. Because the relationship between God and his bride, or man and a woman, is not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. But it's still equitable. Not equal, but equitable. If you don't know the difference between the two words, look them up. Exodus, the 19th. Because everybody, see, we live right now, bro. We live in what they call what they want egalitarian society.
Right, right.
Where everybody, well, that's not fair. Life ain't fair. Grow the hell up. Well, why we can't be equal? Because that ain't the way he set it up. Are we equal with our husband? Do he make the rules or do the bride make the rules?
He making them.
Oh. Does he tell us what to do or do we tell him what to do? Are we able to punish our husband or is he able to punish us? Oh, it kind of hit different now, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Is the husband the one that lead and guide or the one that's standing in front? So, because it was a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night that they was following. The bride was following him. He wasn't following the bride. Exodus 19. Let's go look at these prenups.
Okay.
1 through 11. Go ahead and read.
Okay, family. So Exodus 19 and 1. In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai.
So they got they bride's price, they virgin price, and they dowry, and now they finna come in. They following the Most High. Now they didn't got that, so now he finna put some parameters and some boundaries on them, and he gonna tell them what he expect out of them, and then they gonna say, "Oh yeah, I do that." Go ahead.
Verse 2. For they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. And Moses went up unto Elohim, and the Most High called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say unto the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
So they're going to prenup. Right. Now you see what I did for you now.
Right.
I didn't look, you got money in your account now. I've been protecting you all this time. You see what I did? You see what I did to the most powerful nation on earth. Y'all didn't have to lift a finger. Now, if you want to get with me and stay with me, then what you gonna have to do. See, some of y'all brothers need to have some of these same type of conversations with y'all real. Now I got you now. I'm taking care of you. I'm leading you in the way to right. And see, my thing is somebody breaking the house, who you sitting downstairs to go see? Is your wife going downstairs to go see? Or is the man supposed to go downstairs to go see? When the man breaking the house, is you standing in front or beside him, or you gonna be standing behind him?
Behind?
Well, sit your ass down on the rest of it too. Stand behind me on the rest of it too, then.
Yes, sir.
You get to pick and choose when you want to stand in front. This the prenup now. Go ahead, let's see what they say.
Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Yes, sir.
And a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which the Most High commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Most High has spoken, we will do.
You and see Moses, that? Go ahead, bro.
He said, I do.
Yeah, look, they say there it is right there. They agreed to the prenup now.
Yeah.
They agreed to the parameters and the boundary that he's setting on them.
Right.
That's the first time they agreed to it. Go ahead and read.
And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Most High.
So the lawyer or the mediator is sitting down at the table between these two parties. He's sitting there. He said, now this is what he asking you to do. woman, Israel, the bride.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he offering, and this is what he wants you to do. As long as you do what he say do, he said he willing to do this right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the husband is saying to the potential bride. And they said, yeah, I think I can do that.
Right.
So Moses goes back up. Lord, they said they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on reading, bro. Where we at?
Verse 9.
Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Most High. And the Most High said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes.
Now clean up, because we got a wedding we got to go to.
Yes, sir.
You can't be nasty and funky and dirty. I'm telling them, look, go clean up, because the wedding ceremony is about to begin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So he said, hey, man, since they said it, then we're going to go on, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have this practice run. You know how you do the wedding rehearsal?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what they finna do. Clean up. Ain't no skin flapping going to be going on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to wash their clothes, and we got to get ready for this wedding ceremony. Go ahead and finish that out.
Verse 11. And be ready against the third day. For the third day, the Most High will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai.
All right, go right on into chapter 20 and read 1 through 18. Let's go. He finna read. He finna put it. Now he didn't gave you the prenup. Now he finna give you the vows that you're gonna adhere to. Right? Because they agreed to the prenup.
Right.
Now he finna tell you your do's and don'ts. He finna set these parameters and vows on you. And let's see what they say about that. Read that 1 through 18. It's very familiar, but let's go and read it.
All right, so Exodus 21. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High, thy Elohim, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
He keep reminding them of this. Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You ain't gonna be messing around with no other men.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
And you ain't gonna have nothing in your mind. You ain't gonna be thinking about Johnny Ward and Elder Boys when you with me.
Right.
All that need to be kicked out. All them false gods and all them the ways of the Egyptians that you picked up on, you got to get rid of it.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Most High, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
You see that?
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
So if you show me you don't love me, I ain't gonna take care of you or your children.
That's right.
I ain't taking care of no bastards. If he don't want to be a stepfather, what makes you think anybody else want to be a stepfather? We gonna read that. See, all you gotta do is follow the example. I know it don't sound good, but the script say what the script say. I know it hurt your feelings. Good. Maybe you will straighten up the next time you give you a shot. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Thou shalt not take the name of the Most High thy Elohim in vain.
Man, my husband don't run nothing. He just think he runs something. Oh. I done heard that too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Let me go ahead.
For the Most High will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Yes, sir.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
But what?
But the seventh day is a Sabbath of the Most High, the Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Most High made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Most High blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Brother, I knew a whole lot of so-called Hebrew Israelites, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was, quote unquote, trying to keep the Shabbat and all that. But they had folks living with them that this one dude came to class one day and was 40 hot because his wife's children were living, his stepchildren were living with him. They tried to keep the Shabbat and live according to the commandment, but his kids, they went to the store and put all kind of pork chops and shrimp in the deep freezer with his food. They weren't keeping the law, so they were defiling your stuff, putting their food on the same, cooking on his grill when he get home on the Shabbat, cooking pork chops and stuff on the grill. See, he said everybody in your house supposed to be keeping the Shabbat. Everybody in your house supposed to be keeping the command. And if they ain't, they need to kick rocks. Everything in your house supposed to be keeping the Shabbat.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
See, brother, if you ain't got the gall to stand up when the drummer jump off in your house, don't be surprised. Do you think he putting all this stuff out here for nothing? Why did he name everybody in your house? Or they're supposed to be under your control in your house. And y'all wondering why the drummer kick off. And y'all trying to keep the Shabbat, and they in there watching football games and playing PlayStation and got pig meat on your grill. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother.
Yes, sir.
That thy days may be long upon the land which the Most High thy Elohim giveth thee.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
All right. So there go the instructions. You got the prenup in 19. You got the vows in 18. In 20. Now let's go to 24. Exodus to 24. We're just going to read 1 through 7, Hebrew.
Copy that.
When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so Exodus 24 and 1. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Most High, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near to the Most High, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Most High and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice.
What they say?
And said, all the words which the Most High has said will we do.
You see that?
Oh my goodness.
Keep reading, bro. That's 2 times.
Check this out though. And Moses wrote all the words of the Most High and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offering and sacrificed peace offering of oxen unto the Most High. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in a basin, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Most High had said will we do, and be obedient.
So in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the word has been established. They said it 3 times.
Yes, sir.
You locked into the covenant now. So any disruptions or anything outside of this covenant, it had to come with repercussions and consequences. In the mouth of 2 or more witnesses now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they didn't say it 3 times, and it's a blood covenant.
Yes, sir.
We locked in, whether you know it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because we know what happened, let's go look at the divorce of the whores and cheating and faithless bride.
Okay.
You must have evidence that your spouse has cheated before the courts will grant you the divorce based on adultery. This evidence must be solid and cannot be wrong or lie. All right? Deuteronomy 4, one verse. What did it say?
Deuteronomy family 4 and 26.
What did it say, boo?
I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
So if anybody come up and say, no, he called heaven and earth, them are two witnesses.
Yes, sir.
So you know that heaven and earth can't lie.
That's right, Doc.
So I don't care who you try to make believe your side of the story. If you always got two witnesses that's witnessing everything, heaven and earth. Oh, who you mean? The angels of presence and angels of sanctification that's going up and down the ladder. Y'all remember that script? Yeah, that's why I had to read it. You ain't getting out of it. Sirach the 25, let's read that. Let me pull it up in the room for my brothers and sisters who ain't got the Sirach. Let me put it up in the room. Here we go. Sirach, the 25, bro. Sirach the 25, we're going to read 12 through 13, and we're going to skip down and read 19 through 26. We're going to eat a little bit here. Go ahead and finish reading, bro. Let me start reading when you get it.
Okay, so we have verse 12. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him.
So if you're going to be a wife, you got to reverence your husband. If you're going to be a wife, you got to begin having faith that he moving you and you cleaving unto him.
Yes, sir.
So if you a wife and you ain't reverence your husband, see, a lot of y'all can't get y'all husband to take y'all nowhere and do nothing for you because you ain't been reverencing them. And a man that ain't getting no reverence or fear or respect at home, he ain't gonna want to do nothing for you and be around you. Just like Israel didn't reverence and fear the Most High, he kicked us out of there.
Yes, sir.
And if you ain't got no faith and belief in your husband that he trying to do all he can do, you ain't gonna want to cleave to him because you ain't got no respect for him. Y'all see the parallel? Y'all see the duality in it? Keep reading, bro.
Verse 13.
What did he say?
Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
And give me any plague. He said, give me any leprous, fleshy, virus. Give me any plague.
Man.
But the plague of the heart.
Yes,
and
sir.
Any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. You see how strong these words are?
Yes, sir.
About an unclean, wicked, faithless, whorish bride or wife. That's why the Most High, he said, man, when I looked upon you, it was the time of love. But look what you did to me.
Yes, sir.
Skip down and read 19 through 26, bro.
Verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Woo-wee!
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And see, y'all understand the wickedness of Israel. All the wickedness of all the other nations ain't nothing compared to the wickedness of Israel because he chose us out of everybody and we still went a whoring with the other nations.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's people want to say it's a double standard. And yes, it is, but I keep telling you, relationships between men and women are not symmetrical, they asymmetrical. So when a man chooses you above all the other women and gives his all to you, that's more wickedness than any wickedness that can be done.
Mm.
All wickedness, excuse me, is but a little wickedness to the wickedness of a woman. Let a portion of a sinner fall upon her. Continue to read.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
See that, brother.
There it is.
Brothers, man, them hindquarters hitting just right. Man, I know. Well, I know when I get it, man. Don't stumble at the beauty, boy. That's how she got you.
Yes, sir.
That's how she got you. Man, I got to hurry up and put a ring on that, man. I got to get that. Huh?
Get what you
Keep reading,
ask for sometime, brother.
Huh?
Say, get what you ask for sometime.
Yeah, you gonna get what you ask for. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger,
Woo!
impudence, and much reproach.
And a woman that is paying all the bills and taking care of her sorry husband, she angry all her days. When a woman got to do all the bills and cooking and cleaning and ain't no money coming out, yeah, she gonna be mad because that ain't her role.
Yes, sir. She
taking on that which pertains to a man, and she ain't built for that. She was not made. He said a woman that maintained her husband is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. Yeah, she gonna be disrespecting you because you sorry. You ain't giving her nothing to respect. Sitting at home playing the PlayStation, playing with the kids while she at work, and then when she get home, the laundry still ain't done, the clothes ain't washed. And then as soon as she lay down, what's up, baby? What we gonna do tonight? She going to sleep. Go ahead, bro.
A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. Woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
And see, that's why the Most High said he was angry and jealous of. We wounded his heart for going after these other gods. And he did all what he did for us. He chose us out of all, and then we turned around and just spit in his face, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
He said, my heart within me is broken because of the prophets. You see what I'm saying? You see how this love story playing out?
Yes, sir.
Keep on reading, bro. What we going down to? We going down to 26. Go ahead and feed the people.
Verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the nation of Israel became the beginning of sin. Because guess what? Couldn't nobody backslide but Israel, because Israel was the only woman he gave his law to. Sin is the transgression of the law. If sin is the transgression of the law, and he only gave his law to his bride Israel, then Israel is the only one that can sin. And through her, the whole world is dying because the priest is off their job. Do it make sense, brother?
Yes, sir.
You're not saying anything wrong that you can't comprehend through the scripture?
No, not yet, Doc. Believe me, I'm pondering as I'm reading also. So
all praise. Go ahead and finish that out.
Verse 25. Give the water no passage.
Do what?
Give the water no passage.
Cut all her foolishness, her garbage, her smart mouthing, her back talking, all that. Cut it out. Go tell her to shut up and go sit down and stop with the foolishness. Don't give her no leeway, no passage to get out of line on nothing. It said, give her water no passage.
Yes, sir.
I ain't giving you, I'm not letting up off for you. All that smart mouthing and back talking and loud talking and slick talking, all that going out of the house with your rear end region jiggling and moving. It ain't going over here.
No doubt.
He said, give the woman no passage.
Mm.
Cut that garbage out.
Mm.
Finish that up.
Neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
And so when we kept on gadding abroad, he kicked his wife to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes,
He
sir.
kicked Israel to the curb, did he not, my brother?
Oh, yes, sir.
So, hey, and he's going to tell you in verse 26, what do it say?
If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
Make it seem, and he showed, we finna read it. He divorced us.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel, going back to Ezekiel 16, bro.
Copy.
Going back to Ezekiel 16. Going back to Ezekiel 16. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 15. And we're going to read 15 through 20. Then we're going to skip down.
Okay.
Don't wait on me. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
So verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
But thou didst trust in thy own beauty.
You don't see? Don't stumble at the beauty of the woman. They trusted, Israel trusted in their own beauty.
Mm.
Jezreel waxed fat and kicked.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And playest the harlot because of thy renown,
Mm.
and pourest out thy fornications on every one that passeth by. Mm.
You see, every God,
His
you got
voice.
Israel in every religion, in every organization, satanic
Yes,
organization ever made. Even that sorry joker, Prince Hall, they wouldn't let him in their club, so they gave him his own club.
Mm.
You played the harlot with everybody. You see Israel even in Mormonism, Buddhism, they Yom Do Reiki and all that garbage.
Yeah.
We done played the harlot with everybody.
Mm-mm.
And then when they get through you putting the misuse and abuse on us, like, you know, I ain't gonna get in no detail, like in the entertainment industry. Why do all our black entertainers, movie stars, and singers always end up dying a tragic death? When they get through you for all they can use you, they dismiss you.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You seen it. And the most I let you see it and say, there's something going on right here. When you can't make them no more money, when they can't use you, when they get through, so to speak, having their way with you, they throw you away like a mistress rag.
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading, bro.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And of thy garments thou didst take and deckest thy high places with divers colors. Laidest the harlot thereupon. The like thing shall not come, neither shall it be so.
We go ahead.
Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold and my silver, which I have given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredoms with them.
And the stuff I gave y'all when y'all came out of Egypt, y'all done took it and gave it to the other gods. Y'all done gave it to the other nations.
Yeah.
See, when a man catch his wife cheating on him, and she man driving his car and coming to his house while he at work and sleeping in his bed and having sex with his wife, and she going out she got her credit card and her debit card on the table, paying for everything. Man, don't you think that man gonna do something to you? Same way with Israel. I gave you all this stuff, gave you this house, this car, and now you out there using it and giving it to somebody else. What you think gonna happen? Same way with the Most High. The stuff I gave you, man, you gave it to everybody else. I gave that for you.
Yeah, they took it right there, T, on Mount Sinai.
Yeah.
Built the calf. You know?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And tookest thou broaded garments and coverest them, and thou hast set mine oil and my incense before them. My meat also, which I gave thee, fine flour and oil and honey, wherewith I fed thee, thou hast even set it before them for a sweet savor. And thus it was, saith the Most High Elohim. Moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, and these hast thou sacrificed unto them to be devoured. Is this of thy whoredoms a small matter?
And see, so just like even today, when this stuff happened in the natural, and our sons and daughters, we didn't took our sons and daughters and took them to another family or to another man or to another woman. We sacrificing our children, their relationship with the father, the mother, and y'all think that's something small. He said, y'all didn't even took the seed that was supposed to be for me and gave them to other gods. And he said, is this a small matter to y'all? Well, I ain't gonna let him see his kids. Am I lying, brother?
Oh, you already know, T. You already know.
And y'all think that's something small? Because y'all so vindictive and so petty and so small and in y'all fit. I ain't gonna say him. He said, is this a small matter to y'all? Skip down, bro. Read 26 through 39.
Okay. So verse 26. Thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptian, thy
The one
neighbor,
he saved you from. Go ahead.
great of flesh, and has increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. Behold, therefore, I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thine ordinary food, and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines, which are ashamed of thy lewd ways.
Even the uncircumcised people, they ashamed of your nastiness.
That's sad.
The Philistines was uncircumcised, wasn't they, brother?
Yes, sir.
He said, I done gave you to the uncircumcised one. They like, man, they folk nasty. So even look, brother, sister, he gonna give you to the nastiest uncircumcised folk, and they gonna look at you like you nasty. They was even ashamed of your lewd ways.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing y'all sisters got to take in mind. Y'all going to these uncircumcised heathen, these other nations, and y'all think they're going to accept y'all, and they looking at you, they putting the misuse, abuse on you for what they can get. Oh. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 28. Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou wast unsatiable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied.
Screwing out of both paying legs, nymphomaniac, and still ain't satisfied. Spirit jumped up. Well, some of y'all physical, but spiritually, Israel is a nymphomaniac screwed out of both paying legs, can't be satisfied. Huh?
That's sad.
I'm just keeping my options open. What? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 29. Thou hast moreover multiplied thy fornication in the land of Canaan unto Chaldea, and yet thou wast not satisfied herewith. How weak is thine heart, said the Most High Elohim, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious, whorish woman.
Look, you a bold, domineering whore.
Oh my goodness.
You are a bold, domineering whore. You ain't got no shame. Girl, I'm working 5 men at one time. I got him doing this, I got him doing that, I got him doing it. You know what I'm saying? I give him a little something every now and then just to keep him on the line. You bold and domineering with your whore. Yeah.
Sad.
This is what he's like in Israel too. That a lot of our women is caught up in even today. Well, see, he got more money, he got better sex, you know what I'm saying? He got a nicer car. So whatever I need, I just keep them on the line. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 31. In that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thy high place in every street, and has not been as an harlot, in that thou scornest hire.
Look, you paying them, you hoeing, but you paying the ones you hoeing with.
That is sad, sad, sad.
You ain't even a professional hoe. You a stupid hoe. Israel is a stupid whore.
Mm.
You know how I know y'all stupid whore? They lied to y'all on Sunday. Y'all still giving them tithes.
Mm-hmm.
They lied to y'all, these organizations. You still paying due.
Mm.
They lead you straight to the lake of fire and you still pay them. You not only a hoe, you a stupid hoe.
Mm.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
But as a wife that committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband, they give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers.
Go ahead, man.
And hirest them that they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom.
You paying them to defile you.
Mm.
Israel is such a dumb wife. They paying other people to defile them instead of somebody paying them to be defiled.
Mm-hmm.
That's how crazy Israel is. We gone.
Mm.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
And the contrary is in thee from other women in thy whoredoms, whereas none followeth thee to commit whoredoms, and in that thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. Therefore thou art contrary.
And you running up behind them instead of them running up behind you. That's why I said the man, most of these women in so-called black American women, the man they got in their head, they can't get in their bed, not the cuff.
Yeah.
Israel, the mindset and the ideas in the world that they got in their head, they can't get them Joes to commit to them.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing. Y'all got all these grandiose ideas of the man that you want, but the man you got in your head, you can't get in your bed. Israel want to do what they want to do, and they think it's gonna work out for them. But the nations and the ways that we chasing after ain't gonna don't want us. I don't care how much education you got, how many boardrooms you sit in, you still ain't gonna never be fully accepted of these nations.
No, sir. With
Same thing in regular life.
And I know that should be ringing true to everybody listening.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you move in one of their neighborhood, boy, look out.
They looking.
Yes, sir.
Bro, we gonna take a pause because we're gonna skip down and just go and read that 39. Let's go because we run late a long time. Read that 39, then we're gonna move on to the next script.
Okay, so verse 39. And I will also give thee into their hand, and they shall throw down thine eminent place, and shall break down thy high places. They shall strip thee also of thy clothes, and shall take thy fair jewels, and leave thee naked and bare.
They gonna leave you like the Most High found you. You gonna be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically naked and bare because of the whoredom and your stiff neck. They're gonna leave you everything just like he found you. Numbers 5, 11 through 27, bro. Numbers 5, 11 through 27. Might have to cut some of this here. I'm running real long, but I done ran my mouth too much. I'm running too long, brother. And I apologize, fam. I didn't mean to run this long.
Man, listen. Whatever the Ruach put on you, man, bring it out, man.
All praise.
Yes, sir.
Y'all might have to just wake back up tomorrow and look at it. I'm gonna go. If my brother gonna hang with me, I'm gonna go and give it to you.
Oh, yes, sir.
All praise. Numbers 5, 11 through 27, bro. I bet if they was binge watching one of their favorite series, they stay up.
Right.
11 through 27, bro. What do it say?
Verse 11. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept close, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled.
So, babe, what he's saying, brother, if you get some gut feeling in your, if you get a feeling in your gut that your wife been doing something, you ain't got no business. And ain't nobody came and told you nothing. Ain't nobody come and told you they saw nothing. And it be kept close to just them two. And that spirit and that suspicion come up on you. You need to start doing some praying.
Yes, sir.
To the high priest and tell him, let it be known and shown. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Let it be known and shown. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest.
So you got to bring that situation to Yeshua. Go ahead.
And he shall bring her offering for her the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of a memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Most High. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthy vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water. And the priest shall set the woman before the Most High, uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse.
And when he uncovered her head, he's symbolically removing her covering. And he let it be known. You for this moment in time, as we adjure you before the Most High, you are not covered by me or nothing, because I'm symbolically uncovering your head, and I'm gonna ask the Most High, let the truth be known. And see, when he said we were naked and bare, we ain't got no covering. As the wife, we have no more covering. We've been taken from under the covering. Did we just get to read that in Ezekiel?
Yes, sir.
So now he done brought us before the Father, and he took the covering off, and he trying to see if we real or we fake, if we defiled or if we pure. Some of y'all need to do the same thing and adjure her before the Most High and ask the Most High that, hey, symbolically, I'm taking my covering off her. Let's see if she be true or she be a lie. Boy, I know y'all scared to do that, ain't you? Some of y'all scared what y'all might find out.
Yes, sir.
I know you ain't gonna do it. You gonna let everything sit at his ears. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 19. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanliness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causeth the curse. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, the Most High make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Most High doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell.
I told you. It's something like I said before. Some of y'all gonna come out smelling like microwave salmon patties and microwave tilapia. Your thigh gonna rot and your belly gonna swell, and it ain't gonna be a good smell. So if you do go with another man, look at here. You're gonna be repugnant to anybody else that get with you. And that's the way Israel is. We repugnant to every other nation. He said we like a speckled bird before the other nations. Don't nobody want to be around us. Same way when your wife go out of whoring and you wonder why you can't keep no man. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You can put on all the Chanel No. 5 you want to. Smell like microwave salmon patties up in there.
Mm-mm.
See, he giving you all these analogies to show you what Israel smelled and looked like to him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
We gonna drop that, bro. We gotta move on. We gotta go and get the rest. Y'all read the rest of these numbers on your own. Let's go. let's go look at Isaiah the 42, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all gonna read the rest of it. Ain't but a few more scripts y'all gotta go read on your own. Go back and read that tomorrow, later on tonight, or sometime. We're gonna go to Isaiah the 42. Cause look, a lot of time when these women get divorced, they be looking for alimony.
Yeah.
But check this out what the Most High says. When he found his bride to be unfaithful. Isaiah the 42. Watch this. Isaiah the 42, 18 through 25. What do it say?
Verse 18. For thus said the Most High of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, as my anger and my fury have been poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, so shall my fury be poured forth upon you, when you shall enter into Egypt, and ye shall be an excretation, and an astonishment, and a curse, and a reproach, and ye shall see this place no more. The Most High has said concerning you, O ye remnant of Judah, go ye not into Egypt. No, certainly that I have admonished you this day. For ye dissembled in your hearts, dissembled in your hearts, when ye sent me unto the Most High your Elohim, saying, pray for us unto the Most High our Elohim, and according to all that the Most High our Elohim shall say. So
you in 42 and 18?
Huh?
You in 42 and
that was
where you at right now? What verse you in?
20.
No, 42 and 18.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's my bad. I'm in Jeremiah.
yeah. I'm like, okay, where you at? 42 and Isaiah the 42 and 18.
Isaiah, my bad, family.
It's all good.
I don't went to 42. Okay. 42 and 18, right out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it reads, hear ye deaf and look ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Most High servant?
There you go.
Seeing many things, but thou observest not. Opening the ears, but he heareth not. The Most High is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none said, restore.
Ain't gonna be no alimony. When you've been found to be a whore, when you've been found to be in an adultery, he said, man, it ain't gonna be no reparations. I done put all these jokers on your head. They done put you in slavery. They done burned you. They done raped you. They done pillaged. They done robbed. And you still ain't gonna get no alimony. I done kicked you out of my house. I done gave you a divorce. And you ain't getting nothing because the stuff I gave you, you gave it to somebody else. The so-called African American community are the biggest consumers in the world, yet they own nothing.
Nothing.
And you ain't getting no more money and nothing else from it because you a hoe. And you've been found to be a hoe. As a nation of people.
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna be robbed and you're gonna be spoiled, and ain't no judge gonna say, man, get them folks that money back. Get them some reparations. Get them some alimony. No, it ain't happening. He done kicked you to the curb, and you have no more privileges as his bride. We finna see something else. Go ahead and read.
Verse 23. Who among you will give ear to this?
No.
Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers?
Right.
Not the Most High? He against whom we have sinned, for they would not walk in his ways,
Mm-hmm.
neither were they obedient unto his laws.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger and the strength of battle, and it hath set him on fire round about, yet he knew not. And it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart.
And I done did all this. These folks still ain't realize and recognize why, who doing it to them.
That's right.
They don't recognize who doing it to them or why it's being done to them. Just like these hard-headed ass women, they get on and complain about ain't no good men, did that and the third. You the one throwing your legs up in there. But ain't no good men. But you done had 20 of them. Hell, sound like ain't no good women either.
Right.
You had 20 men that ran up in you and you hollering about ain't no good men. Men value purity, loyalty, and agreeableness. And every last one of you done ran your big fat mouth and strong black woman persona, and they'll hit you. They ain't gonna stay with you. Israel done ran their mouth as a nation. Yeah, folks will deal with you for a minute. Nations have been dealing with Israel, but they don't never cuff them. Israel ain't got the seat at the UN. Huh?
No.
They ain't got nobody representing them in the United States. Hey, they'll deal with you, but they ain't gonna cuff you. Chinese ain't got reparations. Indians ain't got reparations.
Them
fake Jews ain't got reparations.
Oh,
yeah. Israel ain't got no alimony. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slip something in real quick. It's just a one hit quitter.
Okay.
Hosea 4:6. I'm finna show you what happened to your children too. Hosea 4:6, real quick, bro. If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Hosea 4:6. Watch this. You ain't getting no alimony. And get what he gonna do? He don't want no stepkids either. Watch this. Hosea 4:6. When you get it, hit that one hit quitter.
It reads, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim, I will also forget thy children.
I ain't gonna take care of you or your children. I ain't gonna remember you. I'm gonna reject you and I'm gonna reject your children. Ain't no good men. I don't want your kids, man. I don't want you or your children, and I ain't gonna give you no reparations, no alimony. When you've been found out to be playing a whore, you and your children can get the Bozak. Huh? And y'all wonder why our kid getting killed dead in the street? He done forgot about you and he forgot about your children. Well, man, get with me, you got to accept me and my children. Not according to the scriptures we just got to read.
Yeah, they say that, but believe me, it don't mean it's gonna be right. You know,
I'm reading these scriptures.
Yes, sir.
When I kick you out and them kids wasn't mad, I'm gonna reject you and your children. Not my word. Will you just read?
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Jeremiah 3, man. Then we got one more slide after this, family. There ain't that many scriptures in the next slide either. Let's go to Jeremiah 3.
Copy that.
Jeremiah 3. Jeremiah 3. See, y'all thought the Most High was nice, didn't you? I keep telling you, he merciful those unto thousands of those that love me and keep my commandments.
Yes, sir.
You need to love your husband by following his rules. If you really love your husband, you're going to follow the rules he laid down. That's what he told Israel, showing mercy of love unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Yes, that love me and keep my guidelines and my rules, my regulations, and my boundaries. You can't do what you want to do and call yourself being married. If you're a woman, you're a wife, that's just your lot in life. You show your humbleness and way into the kingdom by being humble, meek, mild, chaste, and agreeable. Jeremiah 3. 1 through 15. Hold on, let me see if I want to eat all that. Yeah, we're gonna start. I'll tell you when to skip. Go on, start at that 1. What do you say?
Okay, so verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
They say, if a man put away his wife,
Right,
and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
With many lovers.
Yet return again to me, saith the Most High. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lean with. Man.
He said, look into the high places, and let me go see how many. I can't find one man that can't say I didn't hit that. He's gonna look. He said, you'd have been up under. See, it's bad when a joker walking down with the street and everybody looking at your old ladies, man. Yeah, I didn't had that before.
Right.
And that's how the Most High feel when he look at Israel. We done been hit by everything and everybody moving. Every movement, every religion, every organization, Israel up in there home.
Yes, sir.
That's bad when he look at his wife and he can't say, and they can't, nobody say they ain't hit it. Go ahead, brother.
In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredom and with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou
no shame
to be ashamed.
See, you got a whore for. See, a whore ain't ashamed. You can walk down the mall any time of the day, and boy, they down there. And they ain't hardly got nothing on, everything showing. They just out there broad daylight. They ain't got no shame. Israel the same way. They ain't ashamed of the strong black woman mentality. They ain't ashamed of the weak back mentality. They ain't ashamed of Jezebel and Babylon. They embrace it. We got a whore's forehead. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me? My father, thou art the God of my youth. I'm sorry. Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil thing as thou couldest.
You see, whatever evil thing come out their mouth, they speak and then they go do it. Go ahead. I tell you what. Skip down to verse 8. Skip down to verse 8.
Okay.
And continue to read.
Verse 8. And I saw when, for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks.
What verse 10 say?
And yet, for all this, her treacherous sister Judah hath not turned unto me with her whole heart, but vainly saith the Most High.
And you know, I want to get into it in this lesson, but I can't get into it. See, the northern kingdom was divorced, but the southern kingdom was put away. The northern kingdom got off easier than we did because they had been divorced. So they was able to go to these other gods amongst the Gentiles. But Israel was put away. See, that's why the Most High made a difference between being put away and being divorced. He didn't say he hated divorce. He said he hated putting away, because putting away is just separation. And see, when you put somebody away, that means y'all separated and y'all out there dealing and dallying with here and there because you think you free and you committing fornication, adultery, and causing other people to do so. But when you when you give a divorce, they free to do what they want to do. So the southern kingdom was doing worse than the northern kingdom was, because he didn't put them away. I mean, he didn't divorce them, he just put them away. I want to throw that in there, but it would have made the lesson too long. But we'll get to it another day.
Yes, sir.
We're going to drop that right there, bro. Y'all read the rest of them through 15 on your own. Now read that 14. Read 14 one time, and then we're going to move on. Read 14 and 15.
Okay, so verse 14. Turn, O black sliding children, saith the Most High, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. And I will give
let's
you
go to the next place.
pastors.
Let's just go. Let's drop that. Let's go and go to the next place because I got to go and finish it out. We get about 4 or 5 more scriptures. And I don't think I'm gonna get to it because I'm running way over, bro. I ain't know gonna take this long. But I probably just ran my mouth.
You say you cut 30.
I cut 30 scriptures out of here. I probably got did, bro. If I show you my little blue book, you be like, God, I got sticky notes and everything up in there, man. Hosea the 3. Let's go look at the purification of the bride and the reconciliation of the marriage after the divorce. Because Yah demands purity and faithfulness from his bride.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go look at this. Hosea the 3 and read 4 and 5.
Okay.
Hosea the 3, 4, and 5. What do it say, bro?
Verse 4. Mm-hmm. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim. Mm-hmm. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Most High their Elohim, and David their king, and shall fear the Most High and his goodness in the latter days.
In the what day?
Latter days.
But we didn't dwell many days without a king, without a prince,
yes, sir,
without a sacrifice, or without an image or an ephod. Man, we didn't dwell many days without this thing. He said, but in the latter day, we're going to turn back to it. But we got to be purified before we can be reconciled.
Yes,
Is that a correct statement, my brother?
Yes, sir.
We got to be purified by the blood and the water, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 10. Deuteronomy 10. 12 through 17. What do it say when you get it?
Verse 12. Mm-hmm. And now, Israel, what doth the Most High thy Elohim require of thee, but to fear the Most High thy Elohim, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Most High thy Elohim with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That's what a husband requires of his wife.
Yes, sir.
That's what a husband requires of his wife. Go ahead.
To keep the commandments of the Most High and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Most High thy Elohim, the earth also with all that therein is. Only the Most High had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. You see that? Do you see that? He going all the way back to the beginning of the list. He chose our people, our forefathers. And he said, all I want y'all to do is to love me and do what I tell you. Because here's the thing. And sisters, I want y'all to hear me and hear me good, the ones that still up and on the channel. When your husband is putting limitations on you, putting boundaries on you, that's love. That's a form of protection. Me and my wife been having a lot of these discussions over the last few weeks, and she finally started, and she been knowing, but she starting to articulate it, that she see now that I'm protecting her. Yes, sir.
That's not being insecure or scared. That's protecting her from herself and everything else that's going on out here in this world. When a man puts limitations and rules and regulations in, it's not only for the benefit of the family, but it's for y'all protection.
Yes, sir.
And that's what the Most High saying. This is what I require. See, we got the game twisted. Because we listen to Babylon and Oprah Winfrey and them.
Yeah.
But this is love and protection that the Most High given us. In the show that we love and protect him, we stay within the guideline and be obedient and modest and humble. Same way with a marriage between a man and a woman. Finish that out, bro.
Verse 16. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. For the Most High your Elohim is Elohim of gods, and the master of lords, and a great Elohim, a mighty and a terrible, which regarded not persons, nor taketh reward.
You see that? He says, circumcise the foreskin of your mind. So what he said, on the 8th day, all males shall be circumcised. Pointing toward the 8th day. On the 8th day shall all males be circumcised.
Yes, sir.
He says, circumcise the foreskin of your mind that you may obtain all of this. And be no more hard-headed. Don't be a hard-headed woman no more, so to speak. Huh? Don't be a stiff-necked woman, so to speak. Be a woman, a bride's strength is in her femininity, or in her meekness, or in her chasteness, in her pureness, in her humbleness. That's where your value is. It's not between your legs. It's not the money that you make. A bride's price and value is in the reverence and fear of the one who is to rule over her in righteousness. If God is to rule over us as Israelites in righteousness, we got to humble ourselves down. We got to be humble, meek, chaste, modest, and pure. If we go circumcise our heart and get to the Father's kingdom.
Yes, sir.
We're going to prove that in these next last few scriptures.
Yes, sir.
2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. We got 3 more after this, family. We out of here. 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians, bro. 5. And we're going to read 17 through 19. 2 Corinthians 17. We're going to read 17 through 19. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
So you got to come up under the blood of Yeshua, and you got to be washed with the water of the word, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you become, continue to read.
And all things are of Elohim, who hath reconciled us to himself by Yeshua HaMashiach, and hath given to us the ministry of reconciliation.
So when you come up under Christ, and come up under the blood, and come up under the word, and you continue to end, you have been reconciled. Huh? You circumcise your mind, right?
Yes, sir.
As we read in previous scripture, now you coming up under the blood, and you stand in the word, now you can be reconciled. Go ahead and read 19.
To wit, that Elohim was in Hamashiach, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and hath committed unto us the word of reconciliation.
The word is the washing of the water, and that's going to keep you in the reconciliation. Let's go look at a prophetic example of that, so to speak. Let's go to Esther the 2. Let's go to Esther the 2. We got 2 more after this, and we out of here. Let's go to Esther the 2. We're going to read verses 1 through 4, and then we're going to skip down and read 8 and 9. Check this out, y'all. Esther the 2. When you get it, Brew, go ahead and feed the people.
You said start at 1T?
Yes, sir. 1 through 4, and then we're going to skip down and read 8 through 9, man.
Okay, so verse 1. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for the king. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Heji, the king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their things for purification be given them. And let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti. And the thing pleased the king, and he did so.
And so here's a prophetic or similar to allegory. The king is going to gather all the so-called virgins at the end of days. And he going to purify them. We read last week that he going to put in that Zechariah 13, he said he going to kill off 2/3 of Israel, but the 1/3 he going to take through the fire and purify them. We read that, then we, Bruce.
Oh, yes, sir.
So the king is going to gather all the virgins, and that old rebellious wife, he going to kick to the curb. That old rebellious wife is going to get put out, and he going to bring up all the fair birds, and he going to put them through a purification process. Huh?
Yes,
Don't this
sir.
sound like the end of the day right here? Skip down and read the 8 and 9. What do it say?
Verse 8. So it came to pass, when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan, the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the women. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him. And he speedily gave her things for purification with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens, which were meet to be given her out of the king's house. And he preferred her and her maids unto the best place of the house of the women.
And you see that?
Mm.
And the king gave her such things that she needed for purification.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave servants to the one that was purified.
Mm-hmm.
And she was brought into the king's house.
Mm.
See, the one who's going to be purified is going to be true virgins in mind and in spirit. You're going to have the Gentile nations as servants. If you be purified by the king, a similitude and a prophetic similitude of what's going to be in the end. Now let's go read, after we see the reconciliation and the purification, let's go read the last 2 scripts about the end date, end of time, and the beginning of eternity. Let's go to the epistle of Barnabas, chapter 15. I'm going to pull it up in the room. The epistle of Barnabas. We're going to read verses 1 through, let me load it up for the people. I want y'all to hear this and read this.
Yeah, blow it on up, T.
I got you. I got it at 210. You let me know if you need it bigger than that to get through clicking.
Yeah, keep on going, because
I got you. Now it's at 250.
all right, I'll try to rock with that.
I got it at 260.
Okay, we good.
270. Now if you can't see 270, brother, I'm gonna go with you to the eye doctor. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so it reads, moreover, concerning the Sabbath, likewise it is written in the 10 words, in which he spake to Moses face to face on Mount Sinai.
Go ahead.
And ye shall follow the Sabbath of the Most High with pure hands and with a pure heart.
See, there you go again. He went all the way back to where we started. And he said that on the 7th day, you should seek the Most High with pure hands and a pure heart. See, he desires purity above all from his bride. Go ahead and read.
No, hey, whoa now. And
I'm sorry, brother.
And then
I'm sorry.
And then another place he said,
I'm sorry,
if
brother.
my son observe the Sabbath, then I will bestow my mercy upon them. Of the Sabbath he speaketh in the beginning of the creation, and Elohim made the world works of his hands in 6 days. And he ended on the 7th day and rested on it, and he hallowed it.
And he gonna end, like we read in that Enoch, he gonna end it on the 7th day, and he gonna do something else on the 8th day. Keep on reading.
Give heed, children, what this meaneth. Like ended in this, I'm sorry. He ended in the sixth day. He meaneth this. That is, the 6,000 years of the Most High shall bring all things to an end. For the day with him signified 1,000 years. And this he himself beareth me witness, saying, Behold, the day of the Most High shall be as 1,000 years. Therefore, children in 6 days, that is in the 6,000 years, everything shall come to an end.
Uh-huh.
And he rested on the seventh day. This he meaneth, when his son shall come and shall abolish the time of the lawless one, and shall judge the
Go ahead.
judge the ungodly, and shall change the sun and the moon and the stars, and then shall he truly rest on the seventh day.
Go ahead.
Yet the furthermore he said, Thou shalt hallow it with pure hands and with a pure heart. If therefore a man is able now to hallow the day which Elohim hallowed, though he be pure in heart, we have gone utterly astray.
Uh-huh.
Hold on one second. Where am I at? 17?
Yes, sir.
But if after all then, and not till then, shall we truly rest and hallow it, when we shall ourselves be able to do so after being justified and recovering the promise, when iniquity is no more at all, and all things, have been made new by the Most High. We shall be able to hallow it then, because we ourselves shall have been hallowed first.
That's right.
Finally, he said to them, Your new moons and your Sabbath I cannot away with. Yet see what is its meaning. It is not your present Sabbaths that are acceptable unto me, but the Sabbath which I have made, in which when I have set all things at rest, I will make the beginning of the 8th day, which is the beginning of another world.
You see that? Read that 9.
Wherefore,
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
Wherefore, also we keep the 8th day for rejoicing, in which also Yeshua rose from the dead, and having been manifested, ascended into the heavens.
So on the 8th day, he ascended into the heaven, just like on the 8th day, the Father gonna descend out of heaven. On the 8th day.
Yes, sir.
Last place. Last place. Let's go to 1 Corinthians the 15. Then we're gonna be out of here. 1 Corinthians the 15, we're gonna read 24 through 28, then we're gonna read 50 through 58. We finna bag it up with one more precept, then we out of here. 1 Corinthians 15, 24 through 28, then we're gonna read 50 through 58. When you get it, bro, go ahead and feed the people. This is the precept to that Barnabas. Go ahead and read.
Excuse me. All right, so verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Elohim, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he said all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is expected, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that Elohim may be all in all.
You see that? Skip all the way down to 50, man. Skip all the way down to 50 and read 50 through 58.
Verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Elohim, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Elohim, which giveth us the victory through our master Yeshua HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the works of the Most High. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Most High.
Going all the way back to 24, he said, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom unto Yah, even the Father, when he shall put down all rule and all authority and power. And going back down to 58, he said, therefore, my beloved brother, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, brother.
So that's the lesson.
Hallelujah.
I hope and I pray that my brothers and sisters got some understanding on what the Most High was trying to bring to us tonight. The most mysterious yet glorious time that ever will be, when we will not only abide with the Son, but we will abide with the Father. Something that has never been or ever shall be again. I hope you, my brothers and sisters, got some understanding. I pray it in Yeshua Mashiach name.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
I pray. I promise you I pray. This day, I want y'all to make it. Because ain't no more days after this.
That's right, Doc.
And if you don't get it right now, it's going to be too late. Tomorrow is not promised, brothers and sisters. You got to get it right on this side, or you're going to be in the lake forever. Let's try to make it in.
Yes, sir.
Let's change. If we got to change the whole game, let's change the whole game. Whatever you got to do, whoever you got to cut loose, whatever you got to give it up for the Father and the Son. I pray it in Yeshua Mashiach's name.
Yes, sir.
I thank y'all for y'all time. Look, got a few quick announcements. We will be celebrating the 8th day tomorrow, brothers and sisters. We will be at the Home 2 Suites in Olive Branch. We're going to start at 1 o'clock. We want the food there by about 12 o'clock. I know there ain't going to be a whole lot of people there. Like I said before, that's a sad occasion when you don't show up on the 8th day now. Between you and the Father. And he ready to chop the tree down. You take your chances if you want. But those who can't make it in town, make sure you celebrate it wherever you are, in spirit and in mind, and in doing so. So, but we're gonna be at Home 2 Suites in lodge 7595 Lodging Lane in Olive Branch, Mississippi. And then on the Shabbat day, we're gonna be at the public library in Horn Lake. I think Brother Charlie Yah is doing the lesson on Shabbat day. I think D-Ro got Friday night after the sun go down tomorrow night. I think D-Ro and I can't remember who the reader is doing the lesson tomorrow night.
It's me and D-Ro.
It's D-Ro and who else?
And me.
Okay, I've told you Isaiah, he got all the reading duty. But so all praise to the Most High. But we on Saturday, on Shabbat day, we're gonna be at the library in Horn Lake on 2885 Goodman Road in Horn Lake, Mississippi. But that's what I got. Brothers and sisters, again, I pray that the Most High gave you some understanding and some edification to this lesson. I pray that y'all sleep well tonight. For those of you who have to go in to work tomorrow, I pray that you keep the feast and the remembrance of this day in your hearts and in your spirit. For those who can make it out tomorrow, all praise to the Most High. We're going to celebrate before our God. And y'all just be careful out there. We love y'all. Brother, you got anything you want to say to the people?
No, man. I want to say to you, basically, man, all praise to the Most High for the lesson, brother. You always, like one of the brothers said in the chat, man, ox swinging that sword tonight.
Man, all praises, man. All praises, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Man,
like
I
say to
pray.
the family, man.
Yes, sir. I want to thank my brother. Like I say, I make jokes about it, but that brother always ready to step up to the plate and do the work. And I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate all my brothers and sisters as part of this ministry. Thank y'all for y'all donations. Thank y'all for y'all prayers and y'all support. We thank y'all for sharing these lessons and everything. And if anybody, like I tell y'all all the time, I can't see the comments in the chat when I have my PowerPoints pulled up. But if any of y'all brothers see, I think I saw Sister Lori Diggins. I think I got it right. She was asking for something or asking about something. Sister, hit us up on the email because I see you said you did something on October the 3rd or something like that. I just wasn't really paying attention, but I know you were asking a question. If I missed it, forgive me. But always hit us up on the email or hit one of the sisters up. If you're in the group chat with one of the sisters, they'll let us know what's going on. I'll go back and look at the comments and see if there was anything I need to follow up on. If I've been slow or slacking, I apologize for that, and we'll get to you if I read that right. But once again, brothers and sisters, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night, and we're gonna holler at y'all on the other side. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kingdom over everything. You can say kingdom over everybody. Are you willing to put your mind, body, and soul on the line?
Call this kingdom over everything. I'm about my Abba's business, for I be my wedding ring. Married to the gospel and I'm faithful, never giving up. That's word to the chief. My belief in the spiritual. Do the work, plant the seed. Christ is what these people need. Not them doctors that y'all feed. Souls burning cause of greed. Hands to the piss out, like the swizz that from my briz out. 10 toes biz out as I'm praying for my criz out. Precept on them precepts while I let the spirit direct. Every move I miss, can't let the serpent take my soul away. Praying for the strength to make it through the day. Darts flying at me, but a feet just keep me strapped. Pappy say he got me long as I worship his son. He say I'll never lack as long as he is number one. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. The spirit of Moses up against Janus and Jambres, exposing the lies. That's why these preachers is mad at me. Repping the covenant that was gained of my fathers. The spirit of Abraham got me drinking the waters. I call that fully persuaded. I pray to y'all that I make it up out this booth I'm in. Spiritually speaking, spiritually speaking. From what I've been reading, as long as I'm breathing, it's 613 and I mean it. I got this work and I'm fiending to do it. Study to prove it. You ain't gotta believe it. He gon' make doing this season. We gon' be bending a knee. We gon' help ruling this kingdom. For the wicked it ends. They all gon' burn in they sins. I'm on a straight path, never turning right or left. Narrow is the road to salvation. We talking life or death. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We call this KOE. So whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. Whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it.
Verse
All right, family, we love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all high Sabbath.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see y'all on the other side. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters.
High Sabbath. We'll see y'all on the other side.